Yeah.
You can open the sloka number 6.30 maybe. 30, no?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I need your permission for screen sharing also.
Oh, is it?
I have yeah.
Can you send request for permission?
Like you have actually disabled participant screen sharing, right? It says host disabled participant screen sharing. So you have to enable it. There
Let
is
me check
no,
how to do that.
yeah, you have to enable it.
Wait. Share screen. Okay, try now.
Yeah, now it works.
Okay, you can share that. I am in Bidar now.
Mhm.
Bidar, have you visited Bidar? You're from Karnataka, no?
Yeah.
You have visited Bidar anytime?
Either I don't think so. Oh.
Okay, this place here is famous for Narsingadev temple,
Okay.
where Narsimhadev, after finishing his Leela of Prahlad Maharaj, killing in Hiranyakashipu, then he came to kill the associates of Hiranyakashipu, who was
Okay.
hiding here in that gufa,
Mhm.
and he was also worshipping Shivji. Then Narsingadev went in that gufa and killed that associate of Hiranyakashipu, so that all the
Okay.
demonic forces should, should be nullified and no one should uh, trouble the devotees in the future. So
Okay.
there is a temple over here, very famous temple,
Mhm.
and that is an underground temple. So because Narsingadev went underground, no, so that temple is
Mhm.
underground, and there is the cave there is filled with water. So
Okay.
our half of the body, almost till chest, is underwater, and then we have
Mhm.
to go walking over there, and then Narsingadev is manifesting from a rock in the form of
Okay.
Shaligram Shila.
Mhm.
So it's a
Okay.
beautiful darshan.
Mhm.
And apart from that, for various things, this place is famous. Like
Mhm.
Lord Ram, when he was in his Vanvas, then in his Vanvas, he came here and he did prayachit of killing Ravana because Ravana was a Brahmana. So, in order to set an example, he uh, set up a temple of Lord Shiva and Shivling.
Okay.
That is called Papa Mukti something Shivling. Papa Nashak or
Okay.
something.
Okay.
And then various other stories are there. We are hearing from a devotee over here today. And then
Mhm.
tomorrow we will visit some other places like that.
Mhm.
That
Nice.
trip was planned. So
Okay.
someday if you plan to come here, then you can visit. There is a good
Oh.
place to visit.
Oh.
Very
Okay,
calm
bro.
greenery. It is nice. It is on the border of Tamil Nadu, sorry, Telangana, Maharashtra, and it is inside Karnataka. Some
Mhm.
500 kilometers away from Bangalore.
Oh.
So nobody takes cares of it, neither Telangana, neither Maharashtra, nor Karnataka. So it is a nice
Mhm.
place till now because the industrial things haven't entered here. So good greenery and all those things.
Okay.
So if you get time, you can visit this. You are in Bangalore only, no?
Yeah,
ISC.
yeah. Yes. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Saturday, Sunday, you can plan out to visit this. Good place.
Yeah, bro.
Okay.
Okay.
So we'll continue. My health is not good,
Yeah.
so I have some problem in swallowing, sore throat, and those things. Okay.
Oh.
I guess the sloka was Yomam Pachri Sarvatra, right?
Mhm.
6.30. Okay, we'll recite. You can recite behind me. Yomam Pachati Sarvatra.
यो मां पश्यति सर्वत्र
Sarvam Chamai Pachati.
सर्वं च मयि पश्यति
Tasyaham na pranashyami.
तस्याहं न प्रणश्यामि
Tachamena pranashyati.
स च मे न प्रणश्यति.
Yes, you can read translation.
Yeah, translation. For one who sees me everywhere and sees everything in me, I am never lost, nor is he ever lost to me. Purport. A person in Krishna consciousness sees Lord Krishna everywhere and he sees everything in Krishna. Such a person may appear to see all separate manifestations of the material nature, but in each and every instance, He is conscious of Krishna, knowing that everything is a manifestation of Krishna's energy. Nothing can exist without Krishna, and Krishna is the Lord of everything. This is the basic principle of Krishna consciousness. Krishna consciousness is the development of love of Krishna, a position transcendental even to material liberation. At this stage of Krishna consciousness, beyond self realization, a devotee becomes one with Krishna in the sense that Krishna becomes everything for the devotee and the devotee becomes full in loving Krishna. An intimate relationship between the Lord and the devotee then exists. In that stage, the living entity can never be annihilated, nor the personality of Godhead ever out of the sight of the devotee. To merge in Krishna is spiritual annihilation. Devotee takes no such risk. It is stated in the Brahma Samhita, Pramanjana Churita Bhakti Vilochanena.
सन्ता विलोकयन्ति यमश्यामसुन्दरचिन्त्य गुणास्वरूपं गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि.
Yeah. I worship
Just
the
continue.
primeval Lord, Govinda, who is always seen by the devotee, whose eyes are anointed with the pulp of love. He is seen in his eternal form of Syama Sundara, situated within the heart of the devotee. At this stage, Lord Krishna never disappears from the sight of the devotee, nor does the devotee ever lose sight of the Lord. In the case of a yogi who sees the Lord as Paramatma within the heart, the same applies. Such a yogi turns into a pure devotee and cannot bear to live for a moment without seeing the Lord within himself. Yeah. So a true yogi
Yeah.
is one who sees Krishna everywhere and sees everything in Lord Krishna's body and Lord Krishna's manifestation. So for such a person, they never lose Krishna and they never lose themselves to Krishna.
Yeah, so nothing can exist without Krishna for them, and
Yeah,
Krishna is Lord of everything.
yeah.
This is basic principle of Krishna consciousness. Prabhupada is saying.
Mhm.
So Krishna consciousness means development of love of Krishna, transcendental position.
Yeah.
And then famous shloka here from Brahma Samhita, where Lord Brahma is describing about Lord Govinda, saying that I worship the premium Lord Govinda, who is always seen by the devotees whose eyes are anointed with the pulp of love. He is seen in his eternal form of Sham Sundara. So, what is his eternal form? Shama Sundara. Shama Sundara is a form of a 16-year-old boy who stays in Vrindavan. So that is the eternal form in which Lord Sri Krishna stays in Goloka Vrindavan. Okay, at the situated within the hearts of devotee. Now, at this stage, Lord Krishna never disappears from the sight of a devotee, nor does the devotee ever lose sight of the Lord. Okay, so as you explained, one who sees Krishna everywhere sees everything in Krishna himself. So wherever, suppose you see a tree, you see a dog, you see a animal, human, any living entity, you can see that with that living entity, with the soul, there is a super soul. There is Krishna. Krishna also present in that living entity.
Yeah.
So this is how we can remember Krishna that time also. So we never lose sight of Krishna. And Krishna will also make sure there is a living entity everywhere. So in that sense, nor he ever lost to me. So this is how both things works. Okay, we'll recite next verse. Yeah, it is with 1 second, huh? It is with that devotee only. To whom, huh? To whom with I pick, no? That what is his name? I forgot. Yeah. Okay. We'll recite the next verse. सर्वभूतस्थितं यो मां
सर्वभूतस्थितं यो मां
भजते के त्वाम् अस्थिता
भजति ये कान्तमस्थिता
सर्वथा वर्तमानोऽपि
सर्वदा वर्तमानोऽपि
स योगी मयि वर्तते.
स योगी मयि वर्तते.
Okay, I'll read. Translation. Such a yogi who engages in the worshipful service of the super soul, knowing that I and the super soul are one, remains always in me in all circumstances. Purport. A yogi who is practicing meditation on super soul sees within himself the preliminary portion of Krishna or Vishnu with four hands holding conch shell, wheel, club, and lotus flower. The yogi should know that Vishnu is not different from Krishna. Krishna is this form of super soul is situated Krishna in the form of super soul is situated in everyone's heart. Furthermore, there is no difference between innumerable super souls present in the innumerable hearts of living entities. Now, nor is there a difference between a Krishna conscious person always engaged in uh is it saying? Yeah, I'll continue. Nor is there a difference between a Krishna conscious person always engaged in the transcendental loving service of Krishna and perfect yogi engaged in meditation on the super soul. The yogi in Krishna consciousness, even though he may be engaged in various activities while in material existence, remains always situated in Krishna. This is confirmed in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu by of Sri Rupa Goswami. Nikhilasvapi avasthasu jivan mukta sa uchate. A devotee of Lord always acting in Krishna consciousness is automatically liberated in the Narada Pancharatrika. This is confirmed in this way. त्रिकालादि अनवच्छिन्ने कृष्णे चेतो विधाय च तन्मयो भवति क्षिप्रं जीवो ब्रह्मणि योजयेत्. You can scroll down. By concentrating one's attention on transcendental form of Krishna, who is all pervading and beyond time and space, one becomes absorbed in the thinking of Lord and then attains the happy state of transcendental association with Him. Krishna consciousness is the highest stage of trance in yoga practice. This very understanding that Krishna is present as Paramatma in everyone's heart makes the yogi faultless. The Vedas, Gopala Tapani Upanishad confirms this inconceivable potency of the Lord as follows. Ekopisam Baudha Yo Vabhati. Although the Lord is one, he is present in innumerable hearts as many. Similarly, in Smriti Shastra, it is said, एक एक एव परो विष्णु सर्वव्यापी न संशया ऐश्वर्यात् रूपम् एकं च सूर्याद्वाद् बहुध्यते. Vishnu is one, and yet he is certainly all pervading by his inconceivable potency. In spite of his one form, he is present everywhere, as the sun appears in many places at once. So, sun appears in many places in what form? In the form of its energy, in the form of sunlight. In the same way, Vishnu appears in all over the universe, all over the world, in the form of super soul or in the form of Paramanu in every atom. So our scriptures describe that in every atom there is Lord.
Mhm.
So that is known as uh, Karnodaksha Vishnu, Garbhodaksha Vishnu, Shirodaksha Vishnu. That is known as Shirodaksha Vishnu. Okay.
Yeah.
So Krishna is saying that just like Tukaram Maharaj did, Tukaram Maharaj was thinking of Krishna all the time, meditating on the super soul. When he was in forest, he used to meditate on the form of Lord. So he used to meditate on super soul, and that form of Lord was Vithala. Vithala means Krishna himself. So knowing that I and the super soul are one. So here Krishna only confirms the same thing, or say that Krishna, which Krishna said was being proved 500 years back, where Tukaram Maharaj meditated on the super soul, and that super soul was considered as Lord Vithala, which is Krishna himself. So remains always in me in all circumstances. And then we know that at the end of his life, how Tukaram Maharaj went to Vaikuntha one day. Okay, so there is no difference between Krishna and Vishnu. There is one thing we need to understand this. When we say Krishna, Krishna is like a father at home, and when one says Vishnu, Vishnu is like father at office. So father at office has different roles to play. He has to deal with some other kind of people, and you cannot behave the way you behave with the father at home. So with the same father at office, you have to behave in a different manner. Whereas at home, you can talk as you want. Like prime minister of country also, when he goes home, his child will make that prime minister as a god and sit over him. So these things at home, the intimacy increases. So in that way, at in Krishna's pastime, the intimacy amongst devotee and Lord is more as compared to in the Aishwarya in with the devotees of Lord Vishnu and Lord Vishnu. So they both are non-different. And for in the next verse itself, next line itself, Prabhupada is saying that Vishnu is present everywhere, just like sun is present. All right.
Yeah.
So Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, what was he saying? By concentrating one's attention on transcendental form of Krishna, who is all pervading and beyond time and space, one becomes absorbed in thinking of Krishna and then attains the happy state of transcendental association with him. Okay, so by concentrating our attention on transcendental form of Krishna, one becomes absorbed in thinking of Krishna and then attains Krishna. This is what it is saying. Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu's verse. So, any question in this? Any doubt? Any clarification?
No, bro.
Okay, then we'll start with the next verse. Kuldeep Prabhu is also here.
Yeah.
Kuldeep Prabhu, you can recite behind me. You can move to the next. You can press the arrow key, not arrow. What do you say? The bracket are
Next
there, no?
button.
Square bracket.
Yeah, there's a next button, right?
Right square bracket. Press, no? It will go.
Yeah, this is
There
the
is
thing,
an.
no? Yeah, I already pressed it.
Okay. Now I'm saying shortcut
Yeah.
is there. When you press right square bracket, it goes next automatically.
Okay, it clicks on that. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. It is a shortcut. Yes. So we'll recite this verse. Wait, don't move 1 second. आत्मौपा आत्मौपम्येन सर्वत्र
Atmaupamye.
आत्मौपेन सर्वत्र
समं पश्यति योऽर्जुन
समं पश्यति यो अर्जुन
सुखं वा यदि वा दुःखं Sayogi Paramo Matah.
Sayogi Paramo Mataha.
Yes, Kuldeep, we can read translation.
Translation. He is a perfect yogi who, by comparison to his own self, sees that required for things in their happiness and their distress. O Arjuna. But one who is conscious is a perfect yogi. He is aware of everyone's happiness and didn't own personal experience. The cause of this stress living entity is forget of relationship with God and the flow of happiness of Krishna to be the image of activity of the human being, the proprietor of lands and planets, and the senses of all living entities. The yogi knows that the being who is
Checking.
conditioned by the modes of nature.
Your voice is little bit breaking. If you can speak near microphone, or is your internet stable? Hare Krishna.
Actually, my internet connection is unstable. That's why I got disconnected. Am I
Acha,
audible?
acha. You're audible now, but still you're breaking. Some voice is breaking.
Okay, indeed. I will.
Okay, Aditya Pro, you can read then. You can
Yeah,
stay
perfect.
if you can listen. I guess you're not connected audio also.
Yeah, yeah.
It is not.
Yeah, he is
Okay.
connected to audio, right?
I'm able to I'm able to hear you. Yes. I can listen. Yeah.
Oh, okay, fine. Aditya Pro can read then.
Yeah, perfect. One who is Krishna conscious is a perfect yogi. He is aware of everyone's happiness and distress by dint of his own personal experience. The cause of the distress of a living entity is forgetfulness of his relationship with God, and the cause of happiness is knowing Krishna to be the supreme enjoyer of all the activities of the human being, the proprietor of all lands and planets, and the sincerest friend of all living entities. The perfect yogi knows that the living being who is conditioned by the modes of material nature and is subjected to the threefold material miseries due to the forgetfulness of his relationship with Krishna. And because one in Krishna consciousness is happy, he tries to distribute the knowledge of Krishna everywhere. Since the perfect yogi tries to broadcast the importance of becoming Krishna conscious, he is a perfect philanthropist in the world, and he is the dearest servitor of the Lord. Na cha tasman manusyesu kaschin me priyakritama. In other words, a devotee of the Lord always looks to the welfare of all living entities, and in this way, he is factually the friend of everyone. He is the best yogi because he does not desire perfection in yoga for his personal benefit, but tries for others also. He does not envy his fellow living entities. There is a contrast between a pure devotee of the Lord and a yogi interested only in his personal elevation. The yogi who has withdrawn to a secluded place in order to meditate perfectly may not be as perfect as a devotee who is trying his best to turn every man towards Krishna consciousness. So here, Prabhupada is trying to say that the true yogi tries to elevate everyone towards making them realize their constitutional position in relationship to the Lord. So, an imperfect yogi desires that he himself becomes perfect and gets some material personal elevation and some material benefits. But Supreme Yogi is interested not only in he attaining the eternal service of the Lord, but also some others.
Yeah, if you read the last line, go to the end.
Yeah.
The yogi who has withdrawn to a secluded place in order to meditate perfectly may not be as perfect as devotee who is trying his best to turn every man towards Krishna consciousness. And even in the starting, Prabhupada was saying that Krishna is very happy with the devotee who tries to propagate his message. Just like here, if you read, A true yogi will share the message of Krishna consciousness, share the knowledge, we distribute the knowledge of Krishna consciousness everywhere. So he'll broadcast, and that is the best philanthropy. So when we say Manav Seva versus Madhav Seva, no, this is what Madhav Seva is best. Why? Because that devotee is giving ultimate solution to the ultimate problems of this human form of life. So when because this birth, death, old age, and disease will go continuously, go on and on. One will go on changing bodies. In every body, one has to suffer. So how many people will you feed if you are doing some annadana something, or suppose if you are running some uh, orphanage homes, how many souls can you save? So what things can be done is you run your orphanage home, but connect that orphanage home to Krishna or keeps Krishna as a center. You do dana, but first offer that food to Krishna so that it becomes prasadam, and then we distribute that prasadam. That is called annadanam, and prasadam and annadanam. And then if you want to run suppose a business, offer the fruits to Krishna. So in one sense, it is karma yoga only. So whatever one does, if one does that keeping Krishna as a center, then that is the best philanthropic activity one can do.
Yeah.
And that is why it is said that the devotees are the best philanthropers. And that is why Manav Seva is above Madhav Seva. Sorry, Madhav Seva is better than Manav Seva.
Yeah.
So this was it. We can continue maybe tomorrow. Today
Yeah,
it's
bro.
9:30 and my health is giving some trouble here.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, tomorrow Arjun will ask some questions.
Okay.
So it is which was 23 6.33 will start tomorrow. No? Okay then. We'll meet tomorrow for today. We just read what Krishna is suggesting to focus on yoga super soul as him only, and one who does that attains or be in Krishna, thinking of Krishna always, and one who sees super soul everywhere, sees Krishna everywhere only, in every living entity, and Krishna also makes sure that he thinks of him. So for a pure devotee, and it goes on. Okay, then we'll meet tomorrow. Thank you for joining. I'm grateful for you that because you are daily joining. We'll meet tomorrow. Hare Krishna. You can end the recording. You're on mute if you're speaking. I don't know.